So I got my triangles out. As y'all see, this is how you're supposed to have it. I ended up putting water in that one, and the rest of them got sand in it to keep them from falling over. Shoot, I'm under the hood now trying to see. Can I figure out what's going on? Is there any loose connectors? Because when we got out of the shop almost a month ago, the check engine light kept coming on and was losing power, and kind of find out it was the connection loose. I think it was this one right here, and soon they plug it up, it was fixed. But and then a lot of times when we first started having them break down, as y'all can see, they did all of this, all these relays, and they did the wiring. Every time it was something, it was another problem that occurred. So I'm checking under here real good to see, do I see anything loose? Well, I just noticed that. Look at that, y'all. I'm not saying that's the problem, but I just noticed it. They got a zip tie holding instead of the screw. They got a zip tie holding the thing up. So let me, and that connector actually is not clipping. So I pray this is the problem. That stuff hot. Hopefully I could take that loose and I got a wide load coming that didn't get over. And I hate the fact that a lot of folk, they see you working on your thing, but they won't get over. And they see I got my hazards on, and I got my triangles out, and they still won't get over. But it's starting to rain now, so y'all, so that rubber boot off there and everything. So let's see. I don't like being out here like this. I'm far enough off the road for them to be off of me, but this is crazy. Let me plug that back up, y'all. It's still a little loose. I felt it click. Everything else looked good so far. So again, like I say, these folks have time to get over. They ain't getting over. But hey, if y'all see drivers, I'm talking to the drivers, and if anybody else watching this video, if y'all see a truck with its hazard lights on and they on the side of the road in a breakdown lane, please get over. Please be courteous and get over, because that is real dangerous for us to be out here and y'all not getting over. Oh, I'm gonna wait till the traffic slow down some before I try to reset it. Take my battery cables off, but that ended up working for me one time before. Matter of fact, before we put it in the shop, I ended up doing that and it working. So hopefully it can reset the computer, and it's something simple before I have to call somebody out here. So the triangle light went off, the check engine light still on. So let's see. That was it, y'all. That connector ended up being loose and backing off, and it caused me to break down. Let me see, do I have any power to hit this accelerator? Yep, that was it. Well, I thank the Lord for that. That was a blessing. Like I said, we had so many breakdowns this year that I watched every single repair was done to this truck. I seen what they touched, what they fixed. A lot of times, like I say, they charged us thousands of dollars. All they did was replace a relay or wasn't it. I didn't talk too early. They didn't cut back off, y'all. Y'all heard it. Well, that little joy is gone. For right now, still gonna keep the faith. I still think it might end up being that relay. Not that relay, that connector. See, now my check engine light went off and now the triangle's still on. Try it again. It crank and cut off. So now, to me, it seemed like it's a fuel problem, which it should have been. They didn't replace everything in that tank. They didn't replace the ECM on this thing. They didn't replace the relays. They were supposed to replace the wiring connectors, the pins. They were supposedly then replace everything on this truck. So, and I'm trying to get with our service advisor at International, but there's no code popping up on the e-log. You know, usually we go on keep trucking it and check on the computer and see what it is. There's no code popping up. So I'm gonna go back out there and do what I just did again, y'all. I'm gonna take my time. I don't want to record this process because I gotta really just focus on what I'm doing. I'm gonna unplug everything, plug it back up. Now I'm gonna take my battery on loose for about 10-15 seconds and plug that back up. And then I'm gonna see what I have from there, because I feel much comfortable getting that stuff done, and then coming back to the point where I need to call someone out to service. So I'm gonna cut y'all off. Matter of fact, I'm just go ahead. I might end up ending the video here, but as of right now, I'm gonna cut y'all off. If I can try to focus on what's going on, and then if I figure it out, I'll cut y'all back on. But for the time being, that connector I touched and that did work, because it wasn't cranking at all. It was cranking, didn't turn over at all. So I think I might have it something. So let me get out here and finish trying to work safely, and I'll be back with y'all. Right, so I ended up breaking down again. I did end up making it 3 miles down the road, and it did the same thing. So I went. What I was trying to do, I was trying to get out to the nearest exit, the next exit, or try to go ahead and make it to this shop, because at this point we gotta try to save as much money we can. So I try to make it to the shop that I just called for roadside assistance, to try to save them that roadside assistance fee. And at first they was like 22 miles down, or 23 minutes down the road. I knocked it down to about 14 minutes, and this joker cut off on me again. So I did the same thing. I made sure that wiring, that connector was tight, and I took my batteries off for about 15-20 seconds, and I my cable's off, and I plugged it back up, and it ran. So now this one I'm at now is running. So I'm just gonna leave the joker alone and let it keep running until they get here. For maybe they can figure it out a little better that way, because if I try to drive anymore, you're gonna cut off again, and you gotta keep resetting it. So I don't know what's going on. So like I say, if I match the accelerator, like you want to run good. But if I put it in gear, match the accelerator, if I try to pick up speed, it's gonna start barking down and the lights come on again. So I'm just gonna wait this joker out, wait it out, and let a decent mechanic go ahead and come up here and try to figure out what's going on, because I do have a load on here, and I have a load already set up for tomorrow. As of right now, I have a little time to play with, but if it just roll over into a few more hours, that when things gonna be looking, you know, kind of iffy, and we might have to get a rental truck. But I guess at this point it's best to go ahead and try to call a roadside assistance, see can they figure out what's going on before we go that route, because this load has to get delivered and I have to pick that load up. I already have set up for tomorrow, so this is such a headache. Like I said, I wasn't able to document all the breakdown. Like I mentioned in previous video, the breakdowns started in November, and it seemed like each time it be the same thing, but it'd be a different problem, if that make any sense. Like it have the same almost the same problem that was going on, but it'd be something different each time, as they say. So we took it to international every breakdown. Matter of fact, and when we found out the motor was shot in here, when we first purchased the truck, took the international, they replaced the motor. Well, they rebuilt the motor. Each breakdown since then, I think it's been about, I lost count, I think about 7 or 8 breakdowns since then. Took it to an international in each state we broke down in. So different international been working on it. Like I say, it went from the ECM. Well, I'm finna say it out of order, but first thing for sure was the relays. They had to replace the relays, and that lasted. It drove good about a week, same exact problem. After that, they said it was the wiring. No. Let me see. I think it was the ECM. So they replaced the ECM. About a week later, same problem. Then they say it was the wiring. They replaced the wiring. About a week later, same problem. I'm serious about the week later. Exactly a week later, same problem. So after that, after the wiring, they said it was the connectors. So they replaced some connectors and some pins. About a week later, same problem. So I think it's about the 5th time. So the 5th time it was in a shop for a good little while. They replaced all the wiring. Okay, I'm sorry. That 5th time, they said, the company, the people who they said whoever hooked your ECM up, they had some wiring on their backwards, and that was the problem. So we told it was another international who fixed the who put the ECM on. So they claimed that they had the wiring messed up. They so-called fixed the wiring, and it ran good about a week, broke down again. So I don't know. I can't judge. I don't know if they lying or this truck just so terrible. Each time they fixed it, it ended up working. So what I'm thinking, I could be wrong. From what I just experienced and what I've been experiencing the whole time this truck been breaking down, I think the truck being a shop so long, it kind of fits itself. If that make any sense. But I think what they doing, they resetting it, the computer or whatever, and it running good until that code come along. I don't know. If y'all have an idea of what I'm getting at, that's why I think it is, because this is nowhere in the world it could go through. It could break down the same way by 8 times. And like I said, this last time we took it back to the original shop where they did the motor work, and I gotta look at the paperwork again, but I think they did some they cleaned out the tank, and they said it was some gunk in the tank, and they I think they put a new fuel pump in there. So they did a fuel sending unit. They said they did a lot of stuff just like the rest of the international did, but it always keep coming back down to the same thing. Only thing different from this breakdown and the other 7 times, that it's actually running. As y'all can see, it's running right now. But if I try to get down on the accelerator, it bogged down. So I don't know. Maybe it could just be a fuel problem, which they so-called did clean the tank. And I think one of them ended up putting some new injectors in there. As I think about it, I think we got some new injectors in here. So I have no clue at this point what it is. Man, I can't. I'm trying to think. I have no clue what it is, but I know for sure it's some kind of fuel problem, I believe, because like I say, it running now. But if I try to get down, if I try to actually match the accelerator, it balled down. See, right now, it's right. If I record a video, it wouldn't do right, but right now it's doing right. But I guarantee you, if I let this hood down and I start rolling, it gonna ball down and cut off again. And at this point, I'm in an okay location. I got my triangles back out again. I already got a roadside assistant coming out, and I gave him the mile marker. So at this point, I'm not gonna move again. But I know 100% sure if I try to drive again, you're gonna cut back off. So what I might do, once the roadside assistant come out, if they put their scanner on, it's not showing anything. In order for me to get the code back active, I will probably just let him get behind me with the hazards on, and we try to drive on down the road, and that way I let it the check engine light come back on, that way he can run the code. So that's my game plan. I hope, I pray they figure it out what's going on when they come out here. But at this point, like I said, I'm just frustrated. Not losing my faith. I still keeping faith. Just a lot of frustration from breaking down. Constant. Like I say, I gotta give y'all the exact count. Cause I don't want to sugarcoat anything or lie to y'all. But I think, if I'm not wrong, we about almost 200,000 in repair. So our maintenance is at 200,000 already. Like I said, we purchased this truck I think like October of the end of October of last year, and we took it to international to get a DOT inspection. It failed. They say I think they said the engine had low compression, and it said it was a bad motor. So ever since then, it been breaking down. Like I say. I was keeping count. I literally lost count, but I'm pretty sure this is about the 8th time it breaking down. And I haven't really drove this truck a good 2 months. Like I said, the whole time we've been out here, I've been in rental truck in Penske. So this is really getting frustrating, especially when each shop that work on it, they say that they found the problem and they fixed it and the same thing occurred. That really hurtful. At this point, I don't know what it is, because after the ECM, I don't know what it can be. After they change that computer, I don't know what it is, because it keep doing the exact same thing. And the last place they say they fixed it, and then they say they say they claim to be another problem, and then they fix it. And like I say, we looking at the codes, and some of these same code popping up, and they'll say, well, that code was in there even before we got the motor change, so that code always gonna keep popping up. Or they'll say, one code might set off another code. So I don't know, y'all. If y'all been having these problems with your Max Force, your box truck, with the Max Force engine there, comment below and let me know. Like I said, at this point, it seems like the next free video going to be about breakdowns concerning this truck. Because at first I try not to post a video about them. First of all, I didn't even really get my channel fully started, so I missed the first few breakdowns. And after the first few, it just got frustrating. I really didn't have time to record. I was focused on trying to figure out what's going on. At this point, y'all gotta see what's going on. Y'all gotta get the full breakdown. I know I'm talking a lot. I know this video gonna be long, but we got to figure out what this problem is. One thing I know for sure, what we figure out, Max Force is trash. If you have one, sell it. Before it break down, sell it. If you had one in the past, comment below. Let us know what went wrong with it. If you think about getting one, don't do it. If you want to do it, you can buy this one. I'm trying to make the best out of this situation, but I'm dead serious. And I never bashed the company or anything. Like I said, if I had a problem, I just kept it to myself. But this is a legit problem that's going on that I'm trying to save a lot of people from going through it. So I don't know where to start with this one or where to end this video at, because I got some more videos in front of this. I don't know, should I make one long video or should I just make it a short video? I don't know which way I'm going with it, but I want to get this out here to y'all. So I might end up posting this video, and then I deleted it, and then post a longer video of the full process of it, or I might end up leaving it up here and then post a long video and just have the same scene in another video. I don't know, but I don't know. As of right now, this is what's going on. I appreciate y'all if y'all able to comment what's going on, and you've been through this problem. You're able to comment and help with the situation. But I want y'all to like the video, comment if you know what's going on, if you've been through this problem before, or you have any answers for me. If you're a decent mechanic, or you could think you can figure out what's going on from what I said or what you see. Share the video. Just we gotta figure this problem out, y'all. But I'm gonna cut y'all off, put a little charge on my phone, and then I cut y'all back on when the roadside assistance get here. Right now, it's showing we having problem with the EGR. In the past, it popped up a few times with the part regen, where it showed me I have to do regen, then it got consistent and started doing it probably like a couple of times a week. But I haven't seen it since then, and now the way it's looking like the problem is the EGR. I'm guessing that's the only thing that we haven't had service yet, and it keep leading back to the same problem. But the technician tried to do a forced part regen, and it stalled out. So this is just an update on what's going on now.
Broken wire. Right there is your issue. The issue now is the IPR valve. There's an opener short to the valve itself. I went and looked under the hood. There's a broken wire on the valve, and the connector looks burnt into the IPR valve.
Okay, so we did end up finding out what it is. It's a loose connector down there. What it did, it ended up filing out one of the wires. It's burnt through. So the technician got under there and touched it, and I cranked it up, and it worked. And as soon as he let go back off the wire, it cut back off. So we did confirm that's one of the problems. Hopefully this is the main problem. But he grabbing some electrical tape right now to trying to see can he take the wire up. What we're trying to do now is trying to get off this interstate and make it to the next exit. And he called in the parts. Kind of late, getting kind of late, so he called in to see can they get a hold of the connector and one more part he was looking at that need to be replaced. But I have to try to keep y'all updated, and I will definitely show the paperwork at the end that what was repaired, and I'll try to show a video or the picture of which connector that have failed on us. But to be honest, there's a lot of connectors on here. Let me open. I gotta open this window if I can try to hear him when he's talking to me. But it's a lot of connector that's failed on this truck. So with this same problem, it could be all kind of connectors that could fail, or it could be inside the computer. But this just mainly video on what went wrong this time. It's not a video on what gonna fix the problem each time. But I believe we figured it out. And all right, So like I said, as soon as that wire end up getting losing connection, it cut back off. So
No, you're good.
all right, I think we good now. He got my hood latched. The other side not latched, but we can do without. We just gonna drive with our 4-ways on. It keep losing power. So we did figure out what's going on with it, but I'm gonna cut y'all off and try to focus on getting it done, and I cut y'all back. All right, so this is the
Broken wire, bad connection. This controls your fuel, so it's shutting your truck off.
That's I knew it was a fuel problem. I didn't know exactly what it was, so he figured it out, guys. Like I said, I knew it was a fuel/electrical problem. I couldn't figure out what it was, but I'm not no diesel mechanic. But from what I was experiencing, I knew it had something to do with the fuel and the electric. I didn't know what I figured it shouldn't have been in the computer or anything, because that computer been replaced. Everything on there pretty much been replaced. But like I say, each month a new problem occur, really each week. And I pray that this is the last problem that we have to go through, but y'all seen it, man. So we waiting on the other tech to get here with that part. I think they did say they did get the part, so we waiting for the other tech to come out here and they get it on, and I should be good. But we did try to move on down to the next exit with it, which it didn't work. It kept breaking down, so he just decided to go ahead and take it off, since the other tech said he was on his way, but they can go ahead and get it done. But I guess I'll cut y'all back on when I get rolling. Y'all, so the roadside assistant guy, he got it fixed. It was the problem that I showed in the previous scene. We finna go ahead and get ready to get this payment taken care of, and we'll be back rolling. So it ended up taking a little longer than what we expected, but like I said, whatever it takes for to keep us rolling, instead of having to have this truck in the shop, I'd accept it. Did you had the old car? Okay, did you already write up what you want to do?
What happened is the connector was melted and it had a short in the wire. There's a short going to the regulator.
And what piece that was again that you replaced?
The IPR valve.
IPR valve, what it was. Okay.
The wiring was melted on the inside.
Okay, so okay. So I'm grabbing the information for you all, and I'm also grabbing for my service tech I have back home.
The plug was stuck inside there, and it was a broken wire here. I got up here, and this wire was hanging on.
Okay.
It was broke.
Do you need to keep that piece for the core?
I got to check with the boss.
Okay, check.
If not,
I want to send it back to my service tech. And if y'all have to keep it, that's okay. So let me get y'all the information for this company, you all. Rich Truck and Service. This here in Pennsylvania, as y'all can see, that's the number. Like I said, they did a real good job of sourcing out the problem, and they try their best to do it the way for to save money. Like I say, I could have saved a little more money if I would have made it to the exit, but I didn't try to crank it up and only made it a couple of miles down the road and to cut back off. So the safe thing to do was to find a safe spot. I'm off the road far enough, and like I said, we end up making it work out. So he finished up with everything. I made sure he got all his tools. You know, a lot of times folks leave their tools on the hood. You don't find out till you do your pre-trip. But I'm gonna get ready to do this payment like I mentioned, but that's pretty much it, y'all. We got it good. Let me check my load. Oh, I forgot I had the seal on. I'm gonna check, make sure my load's secure while we were out here. But So we back rolling. That was the problem. They did a really good job of finding out the problem and outsourcing the part, because that ended up being the last part they had in stock, and the international didn't have it, so he had to go out to an international dealer to get it, and the guy had to go, you know, in the back warehouse to try to find a part, and they ended up having it. So that worked out good. It's driving good. It wasn't no code showing after they got that installed, and as y'all can see, that part ended up shorting it out in the wiring, and it burnt, melt the connector and everything. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, I wish I could have showed y'all the whole our entire breakdown process throughout this whole year, because we had tons of breakdown with just this one truck alone. So I'm finna just go ahead and get off on this exit to make sure everything look good, and then the repair guys, they finna go ahead and head on back to the shop. But I appreciate y'all for watching this video all the way through, because I know this is gonna be a long one. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Okay, y'all, I had to focus on what I was doing. The guys had followed me to the next exit to make sure everything ran good. But I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all continue to follow us on this life journey. Y'all be blessed.